Warning: the following video contains violence, gore, and traps. Viewer discretion is advised. It didn't take long for Rico to get back on his feet. After he killed Quan's new friend Akia, he wasn't satisfied. He felt that Quan didn't really give two shits about her. It was about 6 hours after the murder and Rico was still pissed. It wasn't Quan that came out of that house. He wanted Quan and BUCKO gone for good. He knew they were into it with Hoovers, so he had a plan to kill members from both sides to make it look like a war, when in reality, Rico is dropping everyone like flies. He just didn't know where Hoovers be at and the main members, but Rico didn't really give a fuck. He was in their hood lurking. First person he seen that looked gang-affiliated, he checked. He asked the man where he was from. He told him, "Don't lie. I'll give you a pass. I'll just fuck you up with my hands instead of popping you." The man replied saying, "I'm from right here." He offed the man the second his mouth stopped moving. With another Hoover member gone, everyone would think this is the 40s work. Rico was crashing the fuck out. Quan was holding on, even though she was someone he had just met. Losing Akia was his first lost in the trenches and hit him in a way. It's no timeouts in this shit though, and Quan knew that. Quan and Gordo were on the way to collect drugs for BUCKO. They were moving up in the drug business despite the ongoing war. Quan told Gordo to not say shit when they got there. "This is a big money move for us." This deal was expected to go right, unlike the last one when BUCKO caught 2 Bs and took the supply. Plus, these guys were more dangerous in the drug business. BUCKO wanted to start dealing cocaine knowing it will bring in more money for the set. This would come with a high risk, but they needed money fast with the war unfolding. Quan and Gordo had no reason to panic. These guys they were meeting wasn't gang-affiliated but still had to be on point. No telling who they have ties with. Gordo was learning the ins and outs in this shit. The dealer asked for names for no confusion in the future, then asked for their set. These guys didn't like gang drama and money business. They were strictly about money, no gang bullshit, which made sense. These fuckers were top of the food chain. Quan started throwing on this persona that he was just like them and was all about the money. He stated that Gordo is his cousin, and they have been trying to find a way for years now. "We already been fucking up the city with weed. What you think we about to do when you give us product like cocaine?" This made the dealer comfortable enough for them to move the product. He told Quan to follow. "Gonna show you exactly what you about to be moving." The dealer told Quan, "If this is too much, I can lower the amount." BUCKO wasn't here, and Quan didn't know what BUCKO would have said in this situation. But assuming they need money, Quan said he needs it all. The dealer replied, saying they could take the whole car before walking out of the parking garage. Quan low-key didn't like this. He just lost someone and he's worried about selling drugs. This rubbed him the wrong way. At the same time, he knew Get Back didn't have a date on it. Quan texted BUCKO saying he has the supply, going to the drop-off point now. BUCKO finally had everything going his way. He took Rico's business and made it 10 times better. His main priorities were making money and taking Hoovers off the map. His next goal was to turn the city upside down with the new product he's putting out on the streets, then eventually expand to different cities. BUCKO wanted everything under him. Rico thought he could catch Bucko slipping the same way he caught a Kia. Maybe even scared he didn't get on feet in Bucko's hood. His SUV was fucked, so he called Quan for wheels. Bucko actually came to a conclusion that his car was well known around the city, and that's how he almost got caught. Bucko was telling Quan what happened and how he needed to score on the Hoovers. He was clueless. Rico was alive. Quan replied, saying, "These fuckers about to get the belt. They killed a Kia and tried to catch you too. We gotta go lurking." Bucko replied, saying he's gearing up for this one. "Them fuckers gotta see me." Quan stated that he will send Gordo to check out that location he sent to him. "We can maintain the product there. Other than that, they were only trying to get at Marlon and the remaining Hoovers they were into it with." Quan told Gordo to check out the location he sent. "If it's any bullshit, call me. You can take my car." While Gordo was deep in the country, Bucko and Quan geared up. Bucko told Quan to drive. Bucko just wanted to shoot some shit off the map. Bucko has many goons for this type of business, so for him to gear up meant something. First problem Quan and Bucko encountered was cops in Hoover's territory. This was most definitely because of Rico's work earlier that day. Rico's plan was working like a charm. Quan just ended up passing by them and went lurking a few blocks down. Marlon was on point and seen it coming. Marlon couldn't get back in his car, so he hit a cut. Quan had wheeled and slid to the back to catch him again from the other side. This time Quan hopped out too. Marlon was just running in one direction. He thought they'll drive off after not getting him the first time. That was a fucking mistake. After Bucko head tapped him, Quan got busy with fully ARP. They got gone fast, knowing the cops blocks down heard the shots. In the Hoover's eyes, all they got over the 40s is a gun. They haven't scored in this war yet. To sum it all up, Rico is basically sliding for the Hoovers without anyone knowing. Quan and Bucko think a Kia is the Hoovers' work. With Marlon gone, they got more confident, but the real threat was still breathing. Rico wasn't someone that crossed Quan's mind at this point. In his head, he still thinks Rico would have doored him eventually.